I'm really appreciative of the services that I did receive, because without them, I mean, I would have really been up a creek, if you will. There were a couple other agencies that I did go to for services. I used day services at Our Calling as well. Again, a shower, a meal, and also clothes washed. However, I couldn't eat there either. Everything was non-dairy, so I was at least able to get my clothes washed and also shower there. And I also found a place in Plano where I was able to go and receive day services, as well as a Union Church, or Union Mission, excuse me, Union Mission in Fort Worth. So those were the places where I was able to be served for meals, showers, um, and some places the washing of my clothes, which was very, very helpful. Now, by this time, when I'm receiving all these services in Texas, needless to say, I was not doing very much with my business. I found myself chasing services instead. So it was like I had my head down in Memphis. I was able to daily go to work, but I wasn't receiving services, except on certain days when I was able to go the First United Methodist Church, and receive services through that organization. Even that, I had to be there by a certain time, so we had to be in line by 3:30, I believe it was, and so by 2:30, or 2 o'clock, I was making sure that I was there so that I could be one of the first in line to receive services. So again, that took away from me, you know, focusing in on building the business to then chasing services, and their services were 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a week. It just depended on whether or not they had a host church to serve. And so if it was 4 times that week, that was 4 times I was chasing that service, which means that the other times I wasn't working on my business, and I would only work up until like maybe 2 or 3 o'clock. Up until like 12, and then I had to make my way to the church to be there by 2. So it really cut in on the time that I was using to build my business in order to receive services. The good thing about Memphis is that those services were being provided at one location. When I got to Texas, they were all over the place. So on certain days, I could get those services in one place. However, on other days, if I wanted a shower, if I needed a shower, because let's face it, I am a woman, okay? We have that time of the month when you want to shower every single day. That is not, or was not, possible, because there were no agencies available for day services every single day of the week. And if I could, there were some alternate days like Tuesdays and Thursdays that I could get services, but I would have to go to another part of town. So I might be able to go and eat, shower, and get my clothes washed on Fridays, because like I said, in the summertime it dwindled down to one day. Well, if I wanted a shower any other day, I'd have to go either downtown on certain days, or either I'd have to go to Plano on certain days. If I wanted or I needed clothing, I could get a shower and everything, but I couldn't get any clothes except on Saturday. If I had gone to Bear Creek, I could get clothing Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, but no shower, no no shower, and no clothes washed until Friday. So it was just really difficult to keep up. You'd almost have to make like a calendar and, keep it together in order to see which services you can receive and where. And then some places, provided breakfast. You'd have to go to one place to get breakfast. Then you'd have to go somewhere different for your meal for lunch. And then in the evening, you'd go somewhere else that's different. So you see, your whole day is really taken up by chasing resources.